Alright guys, welcome back to Untold Stories. We're going to start on the last episode, episode 4, the last session. And so far, the last two were connected. So I'm thinking they're all connected in a way. Oh yeah, it says 4 stories, 1 nightmare, so yeah, they're all connected. Okay.
I think that's enough of that for now. You're quite fond of this show, aren't you? Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room. This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here. Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready? Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready. This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember. Your mind, it's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Gotta look into this damn sphere again. We're back at the...
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Wish this went by a little faster.
This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86.
Oh, 12.
2304.
Reports. So, are we gonna have to type in the circle ones? So I guess 20F dash fatal accident, all caps. Whoops, I forgot a, there we go. 20F fatal accident. 20F. Oh, actually I don't think there's any spaces on here. Whoops. Okay. Maybe. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe it's both. But I know I got the other stuff right. Okay, yeah, okay. So, second one. Whoops. Empty whiskey. Yeah, whiskey is. I believe that's how you spell whiskey. Yeah. Third one, out of control.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
$7,000 FM.
It's not like him. At all.
Can't get there.
I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he calls
The door
it.
slams shut,
It's
plunging
him.
you into darkness.
This Haitian guy. He's got
A
something to
light
hide.
flickers on. This doesn't seem to make sense to you. You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. Yes, it is. All of your episodes were recorded to tape. This is the 4th. They're all locked. The doctors seem to be
He has
everywhere.
quite an imagination, Mr. Haitian. I guess it's from the shows he's been watching. This time he described an A&E visit as a government conspiracy, some sort of lab. It's interesting stuff, and it's obviously pure fiction. But I guess it's just his way of coping for now. We'll see how we progress in future sessions.
Oops. points up someone else is doing. Ward 4, office.
Today was the
Alexander's
first
notes.
session with Mr. James Asian, although I fear it will certainly not be his last. When asked about events that have happened in the past, he confused fact and fiction and told us a story about a computer game that was talking to him. I think he was back at his own house, his mum and dad's house, and he always talked about a room with a red X, one he couldn't get in. I don't know what any of this means or what it's got to do with the accident, but I guess some more sessions will maybe reveal that. We're going to try again tomorrow.
There's a recording of
We
Officer
found him
Williams.
lying there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him. While Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
I mean, it's like he's so guilt-ridden that it's messing with his mind. He spent most waking moments in here. The only video they have, some horror compilation. Trash. Seats for visitors, not that you've ever had any. Well then, can't go over there either. Pre-surgery. You only catch a glimpse of this room. You guess, damn it. That's why it's something. Williams, he was the
You honestly
investor on the
believe that Hennings
accident.
was drunk at the wheel and not this little shit? If he wakes up, when he wakes up, I want answers. Until then, you handle it. You write it up. I'm out.
Another door you've never opened. You don't know what was in here. What was the key for that we got earlier? The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right behind you. I ain't looking behind me. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you. There's nothing behind me. That one's locked. That one's locked. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules. Come on, 100 joules. Charging amp full to 10.
Oh, I'm supposed to be doing something?
Come on.
Isn't this, the thing?
Can we get this on the screen, please?
Guessing that one. It's really cool that we are actually doing it, though. I will say that.
I can't see what I'm doing.
I'm
Get
turning
this on
that
the
on
screen
because
now.
I can't remember if I need to, and I can't read what it is. Oh shit. Synchronous. Ooh.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen
Oh,
now.
okay, this is supposed to be at 100. We're on 10. Oh,
Clear. No reaction from first stage. Let's try
Higher.
higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10. $200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go. Clear. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full. Come on, 360, hurry. Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
shit. I don't remember what we need on for the X-ray.
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
So, okay, so just this, and it obviously it's
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation.
so the drill.
Switch on a drill, please. The drill.
Oh no, the drill
Please.
is on, buddy. Do we need... Don't think we need that. And we don't need that on.
Can we get this on the screen, please?
It's on the screen. I don't think it's this.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now. I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
Oh, there we go. That's why I put that in there.
Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Okay, we're back to the first one. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you will leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. So we're in the living room. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main hall wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. So... unless we're already downstairs. Unless there's much love to you, promised you'd stay downstairs with the party. We're downstairs. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen's full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. So, should I eat it? Full of people, Dad. Let's try. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer, yeah, cause. And you hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party. Yeah, why not? You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Okay, so... she speaks up over the din, asking you to get her a drink. Look around. Patiently waiting for a drink. You pour Jen a drink and one for yourself, too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for your big trip. Yes? You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you, you're going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You are left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There is so much to do for this move. Can't mess this up, but first, a drink. You pour down another drink, anything to move the night along. I think I see where this is going. The room is full. There is a utility room and writing on the wall. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Ceiling to floor racks, a collector, although he does actually drink them too. There is a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Take the bottle. You pick up the whiskey and card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. Okay. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around. In hand, you take in the room around about you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Okay, so we'll go back to the kitchen. Everybody's in the kitchen. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. Uh-oh. You stumble out of the utility room back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Go back to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through, and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jan covered in blood. Oh my god. Go to Jan. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. I'm sorry, I don't understand. I don't know what the hell that face is.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
Something that stopped in your tracks while searching your mind. Your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. You're sure your keys are in the living room. The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat in the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. The coffee table, a drinks cabinet, one of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha, car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You are glad you have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you. As you step down from the porch, the yard extends around the back of the house and the car sits at the front of the house. Oops. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. You turn the key in the ignition, the car roars to life. Is this gonna be like a step-by-step thing? You very hesitantly release the handbrake. You put the car in gear and pull out of the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. Yeah, I know that. I am driving very drunk on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. It is left or right. You can't remember. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left, of course. It's left. Okay. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. That's not what really happened though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull
Jen is
over.
hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy, Sister Strange. There is a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car. The outside joins the inside. The whole
James,
world
for
around you
fuck's sake,
begins to
pull
scream.
over. James!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car, your world is upside down, your seatbelt struggles against gravity trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump on the roof of the car. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car has smashed into the passenger side of your car. Oh my god. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at the distance. What? Put the whiskey down. Well, that's not smart thinking, James, is it? They will eventually find it there. It will link it to you. so we're trying to get away with it. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey, and then you deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. Press enter. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness behind them. An army of people all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Well, we know what this is. I don't know how to spell silhouette. We know to go to it. As you approach the van, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases. You fall to the ground.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember, it was all your fault. I knew what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James. Say it. Tell them.
It was all my fault.
Listen to yourself.
It has to end, James.
Sometimes I make you watch your past sessions to see what's really happening.
Do you not understand? This episode you're having must come to an end. Make it stop, make it stop. Do you remember? Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
That was a very interesting way to tell things. Admission. I really like that. I did find some of the things you had to write a little bit like they could have varied it so that you didn't have to be exact. But by the end, you kind of knew what to write. And then the second one, I really liked what we had to do once you figured it out. It was really cool. The third one was really kind of what we had to do after we found the code to put in. Got super kind of tedious because it had to be exact and it was very hard to see some of the stuff, so there was that. But overall, I really, really enjoyed this. Thought it was really fun. Untold story, stories untold. And there's only 13 achievements in the whole thing. I wonder how many we got. Stories told. Let's see, 11 of 13. And we missed 2. So find the code 1986 finally. Finished episode 1. We probably missed something from that one since we only got 2. Heart starter, get things up and running, learn more about yourself, and finish episode 2, which is Heart starter, the chart and revolt. Stretch those legs, get out of the station, correct response, respond to the messages correctly. A warm place, finish episode 3. Time to remember. Find all recordings in Ward 4. Admission, finish episode 4. Stories told, get all other achievements. But there's still 2 we're missing, so I don't know what those are. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed Stories Untold. Yeah. I did. Real fun. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.